In this video, I'm going to make an enchanted forest winter wonderland for the fairy garden. Hi, it's Sharon from Sherry's Fairies, and I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers and thank all my regulars who watch my videos. I really do appreciate you. And today is Fairy Garden Thursday with Grandma Sandy. And here in Alberta, we have snow. So I'm going to work on my fairy garden that I'm going to put in the seniors hall for winter. So I'm going to do at least 2 different gardens that I'm going to put up in the seniors hall. 2 different fairy gardens, winter themed. That's my plan right now, but you know me, it could change in a minute. So I have to turn my glue gun on, and I got this big flock tree at the dollar store the other day. It was probably $4. These little trees were quite expensive. They're from Michael's, and I'm sure they were like $14 each because I bought them before they were on sale, if not 20. But I really liked them, and I thought they were very cool, and I've used them quite a few times already. And then I got these little white trees when they were on sale last year, and I thought they were very nice. So I got this nice wood slab, and it's a bit dirty, but that's okay. It was out in my yard, but that's the beautiful thing. You can use things over and over again, and then it doesn't make it so expensive to do. Okay, we've got this big slab of wood, and as you can see, I've glued stuff down on it before. I used it out in my fairy garden out in the yard. Anyhow, I'm going to reuse it. My trees. Not sure how I want to do them. I'm going to place them on here because, let's put you up. Okay, I'm going to put them on here because I want to, I'm going to glue them down to the wood so that they are more stable. And I want it just to kind of look like just a little enchanted forest. Oh, I think that looks good for our enchanted forest. I don't think... I'd like to invite you at this time to please subscribe to my channel if you like this content. And thank you, Grandma Sandy, for always having Fairy Garden Thursday up and going for us. There are other ladies that make fairy gardens, so please watch their videos too and subscribe. you've seen me work with this before. Oh, I should have checked this. Darn. Because it's nicer. Oh well. We have this side here that doesn't have any bark. So we're definitely going to cover it up with something. Let's try that angle for a little while. Okay, I bought this stuff at the dollar store. Let me open it up because it's got little pine cones in it. So, even though they're glittery, that's okay. I would like to put little pine cones, I think, along here. Not sure if I'm going to have enough, so I might have to just space it all out. I don't have to put any there or there. But right along here, I'm going to put some pine cones. So I've got these. Let's see. I think there's less glittery ones in this package, so we'll open it too. Put it over here. Okay, now you can see why my craft room gets such a mess. Okay, we've got less glittery ones in here. I like them better. So we're going to put these along here just to make the trim look nice. That's perfect. Okay, let's start gluing those on. Oops, break the, oh, the tip's okay. Just stick it under. Some of the space here and there. Still got to work on this. Under these guys. So we're going to put a bunch of those in here. And I'm just going to stick them here and there and everywhere. Wherever the fancy takes me. Because they're woodland looking. Look like something that would fall off a tree. Oh, you're not in there. Here and there. Now, oh, I need that. This part is my name. I think that looks better. Pretty white. Now, okay, I'm trying to be a little more savvy when it comes to doing crafts, and I'm trying to put little things that I'm going to use on a different craft. I'm going to put them in little bags. At least that way they're all together. And I'll know where they are. And the bags are clear so you can see. And hopefully it'll help me keep my craft room a little more organized. So, or it's kind of the side really. And I don't really like how it looks, and I think it needs something. So I'm just going to put some green here, and then I'm going to paint some white on it so that it fits in better. So I'm just going to put some glue along here and oops. Okay, now I think that looks nice. And I have this bag left over, and this little bag left over. I'm going to put the paint on it. And I'm going to take a paintbrush. And I'm going to add some paint to that. Here's my paint. I'm just using acrylic paint. Just from the dollar store. Dollar store brush. And we're just going to tap some paint on here. Just so it goes with the theme of the fairy garden. Our winter wonderland. Or our enchanted forest in the winter. In my little story or my little mind, I picture the fairies using these pine cones. They will be using the pine cones and these little guys for all kinds of stuff in their home. So they'll be coming out to the forest to collect these. And that's my story for this one. I also like these in here because it brings this in to the arrangement, which I think is important. Now I'm gonna pick out my little fairies that I'm gonna put in there. I had this little, it was a wheelbarrow, and it was broken. So I took the wheel off the front and took things off the back and made it into a little sleigh. And now I'm putting a twine through this fairy's arms so that it looks like she's pulling the other fairy in the snow. So let's see if we can get this set up in here. Now, I'm going to have to remove, oops, some of that. So I have lots of room to put the fairy in, to put the fairies in. This garden dish didn't have it. And I think putting this behind the might work. Oh, I need okay, let's put that one back there. I don't think that's helping any, but oh well. There. I think we got her standing up a little straighter, and this girl's just fine. I decided that the fairies needed a few little pine cones on the ground so that they can use them in their homes too. And I'd like to take this time to thank everybody who's watched so far. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Now, back to the fairy garden. Okay, I changed a couple things. I put a smaller string on the sleigh. Still can't see the sleigh very good. Okay, now you can see it better. I put a smaller string on the sleigh for the fairy to hold, and I put a little birdie riding on the sleigh with the fairy. And there's our two little fairies in the winter wonderland. And they look like they're enjoying all this snow. We got our big tree, and our medium trees, and our white trees, and some pine cones, some phony snow, some little buds that fall off things in the winter. They're probably seed pods of some sort, and some greenery at the front. And that's our little winter wonder fairyland. I'd like to thank you all for watching. And Grandma Sandy, welcome back. Glad you're feeling much better. Hope everyone enjoyed this video, and if you like this content, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and comment. I'd like to know what people think about a winter wonderland fairy garden, because usually fairy gardens are just for the spring and the summer. So I thought I'd introduce them to winter. In Alberta, we have lots of snow. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in my next video, which will be on Sunday.